Rubbish is piling up in Durban again. The EPWP workers have embarked on a strike over cancellation of contracts. The eThekwini Municipality announced the cancellation early this month, citing reduction of funding for the program. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan now joins us live from eThekwini. Karinda, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. Tell us about the filth around where you are currently standing, but also I wonder whether the political instability in the municipality also contributes to what we're currently seeing.
Interesting. Well, Aldrin, as you can see around me, the rubbish has been piling up over days, actually. This is just some of the sidewalks now. And as we started our report this morning, some EPWP contractors began cleaning up, but that doesn't mean the strike is over. They're usually called in when there are protests like this to come and clean up the aftermath of the protest, as you see. So they are not necessarily under the permanent or the contracts that are in dispute. They're just called on to help with the assistance of Metro Police that are also close by because the strike is happening. So some of the workers here also fear being confronted by those that are striking. And this has been a historical matter in the city, even at the time of a different leadership in terms of provincial government. We saw this happen where there are complaints about the payment for EPWP workers, and at this stage the issue is about the cancellation of contracts because of a reduction of grant money from the Department of Public Works. Essentially, what has happened is over the years, there has been funding allocated to support the expanded public works program. This is a program to help skill those who are previously disadvantaged and also to assist with the high unemployment rate. The idea is that after working here, gaining skills and being able to put together a CV, workers would then move on. But because of high unemployment issues amid socio-economic battles, workers rarely ever are able to move on, and so they're employed in this contract for a number of years. But just last month, when the eThekwini Municipality sent out an internal memo that was then splashed on social media, that memo said there'd be a cancellation of contracts. And for some people who enter this program at the age of 30, have been here for 10 years, at the age of 40, they don't know where to go in terms of finding another job. It's very difficult for them. In terms of the grant money, currently for this year, the grant allocation from a national level is 18 million rand. That's a reduction of 42 million rand. So the number of contracted workers are then going to just over 4,000 down to 1,200. And so many of those thousands of workers are impacted, and that is why there has been this strike that you see, the non-collection of waste essentially around various suburbs. And still that 18 million rand is not enough. The eThekwini Municipality has said that the full cost of employing EPWP workers is 110 million rand. So 90 million rand at least will have to come from the eThekwini Municipality itself. So this is the situation on the ground when it comes to the EPWP contracts. And at a provincial level and a national level, there has been talks that this actual program is not working in the way it's supposed to work because ultimately there is a high unemployment rate and the program itself needs to be reimagined. Take a listen to the Premier speaking about this issue a few days ago.
Well, on the issue of the EPWP strike, we are attending to that. We have received the memorandum. We have agreed that I will be meeting His Worship the Mayor of eThekwini about this one. And I think we'll be making considerations of not only the one that is happening here in eThekwini. I think the concern is all over when it comes to EPWPs, because when I read the memorandum that they sent to my office, they were saying they have been employed there as EPWPs for 10 years and they are about to retire, and then they were given a letter to go home now before retirement. So we'll be getting closer on that matter and we'll be able to appraise the public on the way forward. I know that some powers, they reside with the national government, and then we will be therefore engaging also the national government on the criticality of this subject.
Thank you so much for that update there, Karinda Jagmohan. Stay tuned.